want to talk about future casting. I love this idea. And there's a couple ideas, philosophies around it. First of all, what is future casting? It's when you imagine your future self the way you want to be, the way you want your life to feel like, the way you want to feel in your body as you live this life. And so that's what future casting is. Some of its effectiveness is that it does a few things. It helps you neurologically normalize the life you want to live, right? So for me, when I was overcoming my burnout, it was like I was future casting a future me that was so resilient, so healthy, so mentally and emotionally balanced and strong. I saw myself as a woman who really knew herself, who was authentic, who was courageous and speaking her truth, who wasn't afraid to know her truth, right? I was imagining myself as more connected to my feelings, to my emotions, to recognize these things as energy, to become more intuitive and creative and brilliant, right? And so I would imagine myself as that woman. And it does several things. It allows you to also neurologically normalize what that would look like. As you imagine yourself and you feel this in your body, you're creating neural networks and an energetic imprint of that then becomes a little bit of a memory. So not only does it become a blueprint that your mind can then run on, like, oh, there's a program, right? There's an identity and a program that goes along with that identity that will make choices that allow for a healthy body, that will allow for emotional well-being, that will allow for a cognitive, a mental health, right? And a certain a certain access point to the creativity, the ingenuity, and the intuition that I really wanted to be cultivating and creating in my life. And I wanted to get more comfortable on camera, right? So then I use the same process to become the coach that I want, and the mother that I want, and the wife that I want, and the friend, and ad infinitum, right? Because if we haven't laid a blueprint in the mind for who we want to be, and then we expect ourselves to live it, we are, quite frankly, like tying our hands behind our backs. And we don't need to be doing that. Not anymore. So, I want you to do some future casting right now, right? Like, there is something in your life that you wish was a little bit different. There was a part of you that you wish was just a little bit different. Not because the way that you are is wrong, not because the way you are isn't good enough, because my friend, you're perfect. You are perfectly imperfect. Don't be doing this work because you're trying to compensate. Do this because you just want to see how far you can take your life and how good it can get. That is the spirit of this exercise, right? So, I am inviting you to future cast, to collapse the time between the future life that you want to live, the future self you want to be, and who you are right now. Let me know how it goes.